Quick disclaimer before we start. Everything in this video is my own personal opinion and analysis, not financial advice, and not a recommendation to buy or sell anything. Please do your own research before making any investment decision. Hello everyone, welcome back. Today is July 20th, 2026, and we're turning to the Indian stock market. 15 names on the NSE, spanning finance, industrials, healthcare, renewable energy, and one of the world's largest conglomerates, all the way down to a recently listed forging specialist. For each one, we'll walk through the price action, the momentum picture, and the key technical readings: RSI, MACD, volume, Bollinger Band positioning, and more. The same due diligence any active trader or portfolio-minded investor would run before adding a name to their watch list. First up is EMBASSY.RR, Embassy Office Parks, India's first listed real estate investment trust, giving everyday investors a way to own a slice of premium office campuses leased to major global technology and business services tenants across Indian cities without buying physical property directly. Price is 452.55 rupees, up 1.2% today. Trading volume here is running 191% above its recent average, and this REIT carries a market cap of roughly 424 billion rupees, part of a genuinely institutional-grade asset class within the Indian stock market. RSI sits at 65.7, on the healthier, more energetic side of neutral, though not yet flashing overbought. MACD is positive with a strong buy rating, ADX at 19.6, showing a trend that's still building strength rather than fully mature, worth watching for continuation. Money Flow Index reads a strong 82, real buying pressure moving into the units. On the Bollinger Bands, price sits at 84% of the bandwidth, after the bands themselves compress down to a tight 7.9% squeeze, a coiled spring setup that tends to catch the eye of anyone scanning for early momentum. Relative volume is 2 times normal, and average true range is a notably calm 1.4% of price, one of the least volatile names we'll cover today, which makes sense for an income-generating real estate vehicle. Second is JIOFIN, Jio Financial Services, the financial services arm spun off from Reliance Industries, built to bring lending, insurance, asset management, and digital payments to India's massive underbanked population, leveraging the same Jio brand behind the country's largest telecom and digital platform. Price is 242.98 rupees, up a strong 3.1% today. And here's the number that jumps off the page. Volume is up 895% versus its usual pace, essentially a 10 times normal trading day. Market cap here is substantial, around 1,556 billion rupees. RSI is 55.2, comfortably neutral despite the huge move, meaning there was plenty of room to run before today's surge even started. MACD is positive with a buy rating, ADX at 11, still an early stage trend, and MFI at 66, confirming money is flowing in. Bollinger position is 79% of the band, squeeze reading 5.9%. Relative volume a striking 6 times normal, an average true range of 2.4%. A genuinely active session for one of India's most closely watched new economy financial names. Third is Anthem Biosciences, a contract research and manufacturing company serving global pharmaceutical and biotech clients, part of India's fast-growing position as a world hub for outsourced drug development and manufacturing. Price is 777 rupees, up 2.4% today. Market cap sits around 428 billion rupees. RSI is 56.1, MACD positive with a strong buy rating, ADX at 13.7, an early but real trend, and MFI at 67, solid buying interest. Bollinger position is 77% of the band after a 6% squeeze, relative volume 4.4 times normal, volume up 272% versus average, and average true range 2.4%. A healthy, moderate volatility profile for a healthcare name still building its public market track record. Fourth is PNC Infratech, a major Indian infrastructure and construction company with a portfolio spanning highways, roads, and large public works contracts, the kind of business directly tied to India's ongoing national infrastructure build-out. Price is 245.27 rupees, up a modest 0.5% today. Market cap is smaller here, around 63 billion rupees. RSI is 67.1, the highest reading we've seen so far today, leaning toward the upper edge of healthy without being clearly overbought. MACD is positive with a strong buy rating, and ADX is a genuinely strong 36.2, one of the most convincing trend strength readings on today's entire list. MFI reads 70. Bollinger position is 80% of the band after a wider 10.7% squeeze, relative volume 3.9 times normal, volume up 540% versus average, and average true range 3.3%. An infrastructure name showing real technical conviction alongside its role in the broader growth story. Fifth is PTC Industries, a specialty metals and precision casting manufacturer that has drawn increasing attention for its work supplying components into India's aerospace and defense supply chain, a sector benefiting from the country's push toward domestic manufacturing. Price is 17,941 rupees, by far the highest share price on today's list, up 2.2%. Market cap is around 263 billion rupees. RSI is 55.5, MACD positive with a strong buy rating, ADX at 9.2, still a very early stage trend, and MFI at 77, one of the stronger money flow readings today. Bollinger position is 83% of the band after a 6.7% squeeze, relative volume 3.5 times normal, volume up 532% versus average, and average true range 2.9%, a high-value, precision manufacturing name with a genuinely active chart today. Sixth is Bharat Forge, one of India's best-known industrial names, a global leader in forged components for the automotive, aerospace, and defense industries, supplying major manufacturers worldwide from its Pune manufacturing base. Price is 2,190.5 rupees, up a strong 4.1% today. Market cap is substantial, around 1,006 billion rupees. RSI is 64.7, leaning toward the energetic side of neutral. MACD is roughly flat right at its signal line for now, though the technical rating still reads strong buy. ADX is 26.9, a well-established trend, and MFI at 45, more moderate than most names on today's list. On the Bollinger Bands, price is already at 102% of the bandwidth, pushing outside the upper band entirely after a 5.8% squeeze. Relative volume is 2.9 times normal, volume up 133% versus average, and average true range 2.8%, a recognizable industrial blue chip showing genuine breakout-style behavior today. Seventh is BlackBuck, a technology platform that connects truck owners and drivers with businesses needing freight moved, digitizing a huge chunk of India's traditionally fragmented trucking and logistics market. Price is 579.6 rupees, up 1.0% today. Market cap is around 105 billion rupees. RSI is 50 positive with a buy rating, ADX at 21.2, a solidly established trend. MFI reads 69. Worth noting, today's volume actually came in 22% below average, a quieter session even as the stock has been technically constructive. Bollinger position is 78% of the band after a wider 9.9% squeeze, relative volume 1.4 times normal, and average true range 3.6%. A logistics technology name with a steady, if less explosive, setup compared to some of today's other names. Eighth is DBREALTY Valor Estate, a Mumbai-based real estate developer with a portfolio of residential and commercial projects across one of the world's most expensive property markets. Price is 119.5 rupees, up 3.0% today. Market cap is around 63 billion rupees. RSI is 55.8, MACD positive with a buy rating, ADX at 12.3, an early stage trend, and MFI at 65. Bollinger position is 80% of the band after a wide 11.4% squeeze, one of the tightest coils on today's list before this move. Relative volume is 1.4 times normal, volume up 133% versus average, and average true range 5.0%. The highest volatility reading among today's first half, a real estate name with meaningfully more day-to-day swing than its peers. Ninth is KPIGREEN Energy, a renewable energy developer building and operating solar power projects across India, part of the country's rapid build-out toward its clean energy targets. Price is 409.6 rupees, up a modest 0.7% today. Market cap is around 80 billion rupees. RSI is 54.2, MACD positive with a buy rating, ADX at 11.1, still early stage, and MFI at 57. Today's volume came in 27% below average, a notably quiet session. Bollinger position is 92% of the band, close to the upper edge, after a 4.4% squeeze, one of the tighter compressions today. Relative volume is a modest 1.2 times normal, and average true range is 2.6%. A renewable energy name trading calmly despite sitting near the top of its recent range. 10th is Reliance Industries, India's largest company by market capitalization, and one of the most influential conglomerates in the world, spanning energy and petrochemicals, telecommunications through Jio, and retail, led by Mukesh Ambani. Price is 1,327.2 rupees, up 2.4% today. Market cap is genuinely massive here, roughly 17,498 billion rupees, dwarfing every other name we're covering today. The kind of stock a money manager running a diversified portfolio would recognize instantly. RSI is 55.9, MACD positive with a buy rating, ADX at 13.4, and MFI at 41. The lowest money flow reading on today's list, a touch of caution even as the price climbs. Bollinger position is 93% of the band after a tight 4.1% squeeze. Relative volume a modest 1.5 times normal. Volume up just 17% versus average. And average true range a calm 1.8%. Exactly the kind of low volatility behavior you'd expect from a company this size. 11th is GROWW. Billionbrains Garage Ventures, the parent company behind GROWW, one of India's largest stockbroking and investing apps, a platform that has helped bring millions of first-time retail investors into the Indian stock market. Price is 208.25 rupees, up 1.3% today. Market cap is substantial, around 1,290 billion rupees, a genuinely large new economy listing. RSI is 55.6, D positive with a buy rating, ADX at 17.8, and MFI at 61. Volume today came in 8% below average, a quiet session for a stock that's been drawing plenty of attention since its listing. Bollinger position is 77% of the band after a wide 11.3% squeeze, relative volume 1.8 times normal, and average true range 4.0%. One of the more volatile large-cap names on today's list, fitting for a still young public company in a fast-moving industry. 12th is LLOYDSME, Lloyds Metals and Energy, an iron ore mining and pellet manufacturing company, a core supplier feeding India's steel industry at a time of heavy domestic infrastructure and construction demand. Price is 1,865.4 rupees, up 1.2% today. Market cap is around 1,035 billion rupees. RSI is 62.4, MACD positive with a buy rating, ADX at 21.2, a well-established trend, and MFI at 70. Strong buying interest. Bollinger position is 93% of the band after a 10.0% squeeze. Relative volume 1.5 times normal, volume up 40% versus average, and average true range 3.2%. A mining name riding both a favorable commodity backdrop and genuine technical strength. 13th is MOTILALOFS, Motilal Oswal Financial Services, one of India's well-established broking, wealth management, and investment banking groups, a name many Indian retail investors will already recognize from their own trading accounts. Price is 967.1 rupees, up 1.3% today. Market cap is around 575 billion rupees. RSI is 58.5, MACD roughly flat right at its signal line, ADX at 27.4, a strong, well-defined trend. And MFI at 57. Bollinger position is 73% of the band after a 6.3% squeeze, relative volume 1.9 times normal, volume up 185% versus average, and average true range 2.8%. A financial services blue chip with a solid, if not extreme, technical setup today. 14th is WEBELSOLAR, Websol Energy System, a solar photovoltaic cell and module manufacturer. A direct beneficiary of India's push to build out domestic clean energy manufacturing capacity rather than relying on imported panels. Price is 104.29 rupees, up a strong 5% today, the biggest single-day move on today's entire list. Market cap is small, around 43 billion rupees, genuinely small cap territory. RSI is 54. MACD positive with a strong buy rating, ADX at 10.5, an early stage trend, and MFI at 69. Bollinger position is 74% of the band after a 10.6% squeeze, relative volume 1.9 times normal, volume up 57% versus average, and average true range 3.8%. A small cap solar manufacturer showing today's sharpest price move alongside real volume confirmation. 15th and last for today is SBIN, State Bank of India, the country's largest public sector bank by a wide margin, a name that functions almost as a bellwether for the broader Indian financial system and economy. Price is 1,044.1 rupees, up 1.2% today. Market cap is enormous here, around 9,520 billion rupees, second only to Reliance on today's list. RSI is 56.7, right in comfortable middle territory. MACD is showing a caution flag despite the technical rating still reading buy, a bit of a mixed signal worth watching. ADX is 10.6, a very early stage trend, and MFI at 64. Bollinger position is 75% of the band after a tight 3.7% squeeze, relative volume 1.5 times normal, volume up just 7% versus average, and average true range 1.9%. The calmest, most institutional feeling chart to close out today's list, like fitting for the nation's largest bank. Stepping back across all 15 names, a few patterns stand out. Sector-wise, finance is the single biggest cluster today. Embassy Office Parks, Jio Financial Services, Valor Estate, and State Bank of India, alongside a strong industrial and manufacturing presence in PNC Infratech, PTC Industries, and Bharat Forge, plus a genuine renewable energy thread running through KPIGREEN Energy and Websol Energy System. Market cap spans an enormous range, from Websol Energy's roughly 43 billion rupees all the way up to Reliance Industries' massive 17,498 billion rupees, a reminder that this kind of technical setup shows up across the entire size spectrum of the Indian market, not just in smaller, more speculative names. Volume tells its own story too. Jio Financial Services' 895% surge and PNC Infratech's 540% jump are the two standouts, while several names, BlackBuck, KPIGREEN Energy, GROWW, actually traded on lighter than average volume today, a reminder that price strength and volume confirmation don't always move together. And on trend strength, PNC Infratech's ADX of 36.2 is the most technically convincing trend on today's entire list, while names like PTC Industries and KPIGREEN Energy are still in the earlier stages of building momentum. Important section, please listen carefully. Every stock covered today was selected purely for its price action and technical characteristics on the day of recording. Technical readings like RSI, MACD, ADX, and Bollinger Band positioning describe what a stock's chart has already done. They do not guarantee what it will do next. Several names today also carry a smaller market cap or an unusually large volume spike, both of which can mean sharper, less predictable price swings. Indian equities can also carry additional considerations for international viewers, including currency risk and market-specific regulation. Always factor that into your own research. This program is not investment advice. Everything shared here is for educational and informational purposes only. Always do your own research and consult a licensed financial advisor before making any investment decision. That wraps up today's walkthrough of 15 Indian stocks, from a small-cap solar manufacturer in Websol Energy all the way up to Reliance Industries, spanning finance, infrastructure, defense-adjacent manufacturing, and clean energy. If you found this useful for your own stock market research, please like and subscribe, and let me know in the comments which of these 15 names you'd like us to check back in on. Take care of yourselves and see you next time as informed investors.